Last year, October 2023, the island tilted. The peaceful bliss of sea, sun, and sand was transcended as we took to the streets to revel in paradise.
Such a nice place!
Tobago Carnival, we're right here. We're not leaving till we go right down.
It's the greatest, it's the best, it's safe, and it's beautiful.
I love Tobago, baby. Coming back next year. Hey!
Playing pan on the streets is a magical experience. When the band strike up, it's rhythm, steel, and powder. This is Tobago Carnival, pan in paradise.
Tobago is the best.
Tobago Carnival is the new home for the legend of Calypso. Where else can you get sweet Calypso music that gives you that nostalgic feeling?
Soca Titans is we title, is we monarch. We built artists from scratch who can perform with the best. Real titans of soca.
When last you've been to a party, plenty women looking so nice. We must be in paradise.
This year, ritual takes on new space and dimension. Traditions will be reimagined, breaking free and taking on new meaning on the road.
I love the energy!
This year, the revelry is bigger and better. More colors, more meaning, great packages for the masqueraders. Tobago Carnival is freedom.
This year promoting safety in all events for Tobago Carnival. This year promoting whining, not minding people business. This year promoting clean fun, security and freedom.
Freedom to be any version of yourself that you choose to be with love and safety. Here, you have permission to be you, uninhibited and free.
So what you waiting on? This year, this October 2024, experience the ritual, revel in paradise, release yourself. From the greatest little island on the planet, this is the Tobago Carnival 2024.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed partners and sponsors, and most importantly, our beloved communities, welcome to the Tobago Heritage Festival 2024. As we embark on the 37th year of this festival, our theme is We Come Back. Back to our communities, back to our villages, back to our true indigenous heritage presentations and productions. We are bringing back iconic events such as Yesterday's Children, Belmana Riots, and Courtship Codes. We want to highlight the importance of coming back to our roots, celebrating the people and the communities that make Tobago so special. Get ready for an unforgettable experience as we say, we come back to our true essence. We want to encourage each and every one of you to continue to support our cultural development and preservation in any way that you can. Your support is truly invaluable. Together, we can continue to make a positive impact that will be felt for generations to come. Thank you, and see you in July.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense pride and excitement that I address you to officially launch the 2024 Tobago Heritage Festival. The Tobago Heritage Festival is not just an event, it is a journey back to our roots. This year's theme, we come back to our communities, back to our villages, back to our true indigenous heritage presentations and productions. It captures the true essence of revitalizing the culture and traditions that have shaped our identity for generations. This year marks the 37th successful hosting of the festival, and we are proud to officially dub the month of July as Tobago Heritage Month, a time when our island comes alive with rhythms, flavors, and stories of our ancestors. The festival continues to offer an unparalleled opportunity for economic growth on the island. Every stakeholder, from local artisan and vendor to hospitality businesses and transportation services, stand to benefit. Our vibrant cultural displays will attract visitors, boost tourism, and provide a significant economic uplift to the island. The heart of this festival beats in our communities. We are empowering each village to manage its own productions to ensure authenticity and sustainability. The Tobago Festival Commissions Limited and the Tobago House of Assembly are here to support you, fostering an environment where our heritage can flourish sustainably. As we embark on this journey, let us celebrate the essence of Tobago. Let us honor our heritage and support our communities as we showcase the vibrant culture that makes our island unique. Thank you.
Students barred from Harmon's SDA grad dinner, attorney at law weighs in. Bishop's High School students excel at virtual stock market. PDP leader not sold on security meeting between PM and Chief Secretary, and conversations on child labor continues with a consultation at Magdalena, Tobago. Good evening, I am Bianna Brebner. Welcome to the Tobago Updates Television News for Thursday, July 11th, 2024. Now to our top story. For yet another year, hairstyle breaches have prevented students from attending graduation celebrations. This time it was not Trinity College, Trinidad, but Harmon School of SDA, Tobago. 2 young men were barred from the school's graduation ball because of their cornrow hairstyles. It is also been reported that 2 other female students were also sent home because of their dress code. Janae Campbell tells us more.
Harmon's graduation dinner, intended as a celebration, ended in misery and rage. Some graduates were barred from entry due to dress code violations, curtailing the festivities. The school justified the strict measures by citing the signed agreement to the dress code, which included detailed guidelines for the students. Critics argued that the rules are subjective and discriminatory, particularly against Black young men, and are calling for them to be reviewed. Thus, accompanied by the public uproar, Attorney at Law Martin George condemned the school's actions.
You are not supposed to impose those beliefs arbitrarily and capriciously on students and their parents and their families to say, well, look, you are insisting on this. And certainly if a child has his hair in cornrows, there's nothing in the law that is objectionable to that. And therefore, in those circumstances, the students were well within their rights, and it would appear that the school authorities were totally wrong.
In an exclusive conversation with a parent of one of the affected male students, the ambiguity of the rules was further questioned. She said she thought her son was following the rules where male hairstyles were concerned. However, she said an ex-teacher told her son and another male student that they did not follow the guidelines. Reportedly, after being denied entry, the young men attempted to enter the hall to obtain a meal but were abruptly blocked. Subsequently, the matter descended into chaos as the teacher allegedly used physical force on the boys to escort them out of the hall. The police were called in and the matter was reported as an assault. Further investigations continue. However, efforts to contact the school's officials for a comment on the matter proved futile. Janae Campbell, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Many students eagerly await the graduation dinner, a moment for celebration and reflection on their school's life's achievements. However, for some students at Harmon School of SDA, this was not the case. 2 male students were escorted out of the dinner due to their hairstyle breaching the school's dress code policy. Tobago Updates sought public opinion on the matter. Here's what some of you had to say.
For me, honestly, I'll find it very unfair that you'll cancel a whole prom because of hairstyles. Because first thing first, that don't make sense. The last time you're getting to see your friends, last time you're getting to show off, show your face, say hi. You never know, some of them people you never see again in your life.
My opinion with regards to what happened is that rules are meant to be followed. If a school has rules, you need to follow the rules because the school is preparing you for the outside world.
Well, I think once the school gave the list of rules and the dress code, the children should have adhered to it. You know, but in this day and age, I don't think a child hairstyle should matter.
I think that it might be sad that they got kicked out and the prom got cancelled, but the school have rules and the students would have known the rules prior to this prom. So yes, it's sad, but the rules are there for a reason and it's for them to follow it.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay, this is Joshua Dan reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Bishop's High School Tobago's upper 6 students, Aloy Sami and Shasenka Stephen, excel in Cycle 7 of the Wisdom CRM virtual stock market game. According to a report on the school's social media pages, Aloy Sami, head boy of 2023 and 2024, clinched first place out of 7,797 students across Trinidad, Tobago, and Guyana. He had a portfolio of $267,585.12. Stephen, also a prefect, ranked 47. She had a portfolio of $39,121.46. The school recognized teacher Khalifa Hislop for guiding the students to their success. The Wisdom CRM virtual stock market game seeks to enhance the financial literacy of students and to teach them the AI skills aligned with educational syllabuses. Cycle 8 begins in September, expanding to include students from Trinidad, Tobago, Guyana, and Barbados. We'll take a short break and come back with more. Stay with us.
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
I'ma play some tune like this. Don't worry, my wife will fuck it up. Make me happy whenever you come. So me be very hard, fiesta, fun,
This one is for the people and them who don't care what nobody else have to say about them.
Them none of cash, broke what you have, what you know about.
It's too early for that.
You want the good on.
They do good enough line. Girl, who the camp, girl, right?
Who's the one friend can drink all the alcohol no matter what?
Put a bottle and spoon and a cup in my hand and a winding up on my man.
Dream.
Get your quality furniture and appliances at Standards. Frigidaire gas range $599. Serta base and mattress $1,899. RC 50-inch smart 4K TV as low as $2,599. Yes, at Standard. Nobody beats us on price. Believe it.
Welcome back. Political leader of the Progressive Democratic Patriots, Watson Duke, commended Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley and Chief Secretary Farley Augustine for being able to meet on Tuesday to discuss Tobago's crime situation. However, he's not sure that this was well intended.
It shows the Prime Minister and the Chief Secretary, they have come together and they have reconciled some level of differences. As you know, they have not met nor discussed issues of a Tobago nature since the great Audiogate scandal.
Duke had hoped to see more concrete plans emerge from the meeting. He claimed it was not a desirable outcome.
No real outcomes that we can look forward to, that we can use to tell the public, or the public can use to assess whether or not the plan is working. For instance, there was no specific outcomes. There was no measurable outcomes. There was no achievable outcomes. There was no relevant outcomes.
According to Duke, Tobagonians are still awaiting answers on why the island is experiencing an uptick in violent crime and murders. He also noted that for the situation to change, the environment and the approach to crime must be different. Tobago's murder toll currently stands at 16, surpassing 2023's total. The most recent incident was a quadruple murder where 4 men were shot dead in Black Rock. Trinidad and Tobago is still plagued by instances of child labor, which impacts the physical, mental, spiritual, moral, and social health of children and affects their ability to access education. While there are laws to protect children against child labor, the policies are not clear on what constitutes light labor and hazardous labor, making it difficult for officers to enforce the laws and take the necessary action. For this reason, the Ministry of Labor is consulting with stakeholders across the country. They were in Tobago on Wednesday. Reporter Candice Jackson has the details.
Children can be allowed to work, but it must be permitted in a way that protects their rights. In other words, it should take the form of light work, according to Candice Young, Acting Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Labor.
Light work, which does not compromise their education, health, or development, can provide valuable learning opportunities.
However, too often children are taken advantage of. Administrator in the Division of Infrastructure Quarries and Urban Development, Carl Murray, pointed out that adults exploit child labor without recognizing it.
That every time we eat a bar of chocolate, oftentimes we are eating the product of child labor. The very clothes we wear, the shoes on our feet, are often the products of child labor.
Latest statistics from the International Labour Organization, the ILO, estimate that approximately 1.1 million children throughout the Caribbean are being exploited. They also estimate that the number might have risen by 326,000 post-COVID-19 pandemic. Natalie Willis, the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Labour, noted that Trinidad and Tobago has done well in reducing instances of child labour, but it still occurs and can be evidenced by children selling on the side of the road or working in agricultural fields. It can be under the guise of assisting parents with work, which is why defining acceptable work for children is necessary.
Without established lists, recognizing instances of child labor in hazardous or exploitative conditions becomes more difficult. Industries like agriculture, tourism, construction, or the informal sector may present increased risks to child workers.
ILO representative Riesel Melville explained that the minimum age for child labor should be 15 and should only involve light work.
Light work, which is allowed, which is encouraged even for teenagers, is considered any form of economic production that is performed for less than 14 hours in a given week, and it is not hazardous.
Younger children can be exposed to the world of work, but only under the following stipulations. Ages 5 to 11, no more than 1 hour of economic work or 21 hours of chores per week. Ages 12 to 14, no more than 14 hours of economic work or 21 hours of chores per week. Work should not affect their education, involve dangerous tools, heavy machinery, or occur under hazardous conditions. It is hoped that by the end of the consultations, labor officers will have clear guidelines on what defines light work and hazardous work to enforce the laws. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Tobago's crime situation has worsened, with an unprecedented 16 murders recorded for the year thus far. In light of this, former Assistant Commissioner of Police William Nurse appeared on Tobago Update's Good Morning Tobago show to discuss the island's crime situation and the issues in the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service Tobago Division. Ariana Scipio has the details.
Former ACP William Nurse said the police administration in Trinidad has neglected Tobago. He noted that the crime situation was multifaceted and attributed the rise in crime to a lack of action and proper leadership.
And when you have crisis like this, your leaders must lead from in front. The ACP must lead from in front. And I make no bones about that.
Speaking about the THA's lack of control over security on the island, Nurse said none of the past or present governments had intentions of establishing a municipal police force in Tobago like those that exist in Trinidad. He stated that the THA was rendered helpless and no one cared to change it. Nurse then listed 3 pillars required for policing on the island.
Police presence, public education, and robust investigation. And I will not change from that. There are people in Tobago who are willing to talk to the police, but I don't know if the leadership is ready to talk to the people.
The former ACP highlighted that leadership was important, noting the crisis the island is experiencing. He said that with the direction the number of murders is headed, there is a possibility that the murder toll would reach 30. When asked about restoring public trust and confidence in the TTPS, Nurse said that there was one officer who could be trusted, Senior Superintendent Ruddell Kirk.
He's the senior superintendent. He's newly installed, and I tell the Tobago public, if you have information, then you can call him. I would recommend nobody else.
He said that ACP Hazel has a responsibility that he cannot sidestep to restore public trust and confidence.
How do you engender public confidence? There are too many people. There are too many reports made by people sitting in the station unattended. How are they going to have confidence in you? So if you begin to do the little things, straighten the lampposts, attend to the people's report, go out there, leave your office, go down to Scarborough Town and even do a little traffic. Talk to the people.
Nurse said there was a lot of goodwill in Tobago for the police, which they must find and harness, which he said is not being done. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
You're watching the Tobago Updates Television News. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news after this.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show. More, live more.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
From everywhere.
Welcome back. 2 weeks ago, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley, along with the Minister of Trade and Industry, Paula Gopi-Schoon, Minister of Tourism, Culture and Arts, Randall Mitchell, and the Minister of Sports and Community Development and MP for Tobago West, Shamfa Kojo Lewis, led members of Indian Investment Mission around Tobago visiting different project sites. The Public Relations Officer of the Innovative Democratic Alliance, Kate Trotman, said that the Prime Minister's visit was disrespectful since no Tobago House of Assembly members was involved. Here's more.
There is a need to reimagine Tobago's tourism product and engage the people in this critical time. She stated that the Prime Minister had no appreciation for a new vision for tourism.
Promoting potential opportunities without our involvement. I dare say it is this kind of ill-advised maneuvering that has perpetuated the strained relationship between THA and central government.
Trotman noted that this was why regular meetings between the Prime Minister and the Chief Secretary, as mandated by the THA Act, were important.
It allows for the appropriate planning and communications on matters before they are executed. Diversification and development of the Trinidad and Tobago economy demands that where such efforts must occur in the Tobago space, Tobago and its representatives must be duly and respectfully engaged and not dictated to.
She said that this highlights the need for urgent constitutional reform.
Giving greater community rights and ensuring that the authority of those rights are enshrined in the Constitution. In fact, as we go around engaging with people on Tobago, they are the ones championing this very position.
Trotman said there needs to be greater authority and power given to communities to direct development in their space. The IDA called for the resumption of regular meetings between the Prime Minister and Chief Secretary, which Trotman said was needed now more than ever. Ariana Scipio, Tobago Updates Television News.
After many years of referring to the steel pan as Trinidad and Tobago's national instrument, it was finally made official last Wednesday, July 3rd, when a bill was passed in the House of Representatives making the steel pan the national instrument of this country. Pan Trinbago President Beverly Ramsey Moore was present when the bill was passed. She shared her thoughts on such a significant milestone on our Tobago Updates morning show. Tanisha Williams has the details.
President of Pan Trinbago, Beverly Ramsey Moore, said it was a great feeling knowing that after 32 years of delays, the steel pan is officially the national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago.
It's really a wonderful feeling since it did not take very long for him to go to Parliament. You know, there was a lot of back and forth conversations between us because they were wondering how we could get this done. How could we pass this as a law here in Trinidad and Tobago? And eventually it went before the Parliament. I sat there, I saw the entire House supporting it.
Ramsey Moore shared that the success would not have been possible for the country or her organization if they did not rebrand their image. She said with the rebranding of Pan Trinbago regained the trust of many people, which made it easier to push for the pushing of the bill.
And as long as you do your work well and have people trusting you, you see that trust? The Pan Trinbago of yesterday is no more. And so because of this new Pan Trinbago, this new image, one where we talk prosperity in Pan, one where we have clean audits, one where people can now trust you.
She is confident that the recent passage of the bill will bring benefits to Trinidad and Tobago, potentially boosting our economy. Furthermore, she emphasized that the legislation enactment could have positive impacts on both international and regional levels, further enhancing the country's economic prospects.
It's just that we want to establish those in a proper framework as we continue to reach out, as we continue to build those relationships with the international world and with our regional partners.
Ramsey Moore hopes that this accomplishment makes the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago proud. Tanisha Williams, Tobago Updates Television News.
The The Ministry of National Security, the United Nations Development Programme, and the United States Agency for International Development collaborate to combat human trafficking. The UNDP gave the Minister of National Security, Fitzgerald Hines, 4 strategic trafficking reports to fight against human trafficking through a multi-country initiative known as Carry Secure 2.0. Carry Secure 2.0 is being funded by USAID and provides technology, equipment, and training to national institutions and agencies to improve crime data collection and analysis, creating evidence-informed approaches to reduce human trafficking. A costed implementation roadmap for the National Action Plan, a strategic plan for prosecution enhancement, a capacity building report, and the recommendations for future progress were the reports received. Minister Hines said that this collaboration had 5 aims, which were to target youth involvement in crime, examine Trinidad and Tobago's trafficking in person efforts, build capacity led by the counter-trafficking unit to use evidence-based approaches, identify the root cause of crime in the youth and target decision and implementation of policies, strategies, and interventions to combat human trafficking. The weather report is next. Stay with us.
I'ma play some tune like this.
Don't worry, my wife will fuck it up. Make me happy whenever you come. So me be very hard, fiesta, fun,
This one is for the people and them who don't care what nobody else have to say about them.
Them none of cash. Where you have, where you know about.
It's too early for that.
You want the good on. They do, but then enough flying night. Girl, who the clamp, girl, right?
Who's the one friend can drink all the alcohol no matter what?
Put a bottle and spoon and a cup in my hand and a winding up on my man.
Dream.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
To expect of the weather tonight into tomorrow from the TNT Met office. Tonight, fair to partly cloudy with showery intervals in some areas and the chance of isolated thunderstorms towards dawn. Tonight's temperature should be around 25 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow, partly cloudy or cloudy with occasional showers in varying localities. There is a medium chance of a few heavy showers or thunderstorm, settled late afternoon and night despite a few lingering showers. Tomorrow's temperature should reach a high of 30 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 33 degrees Celsius. Seas moderate with waves 1.5 to 2 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise 5:46 and sunset at 6:30. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Let's recap the headlines before we go. Students barred from Harmon's SDA grad dinner, attorney at law weighs in. Bishop's High School students excel at virtual stock market. PDP leader not sold on security meeting between PM and Chief Sec. And the conversations on child labor continues with a consultation at Magdalena, Tobago. I am Bianna Brebner. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed partners and sponsors, and most importantly, our beloved communities, welcome to the Tobago Heritage Festival 2024. As we embark on the 37th year of this festival, our theme is We Come Back. Back to our communities, back to our villages, back to our true indigenous heritage presentations and productions. We are bringing back iconic events such as Yesterday's Children, Bell Manor riots, and courtship codes. We want to highlight the importance of coming back to our roots, celebrating the people and the communities that make Tobago so special. Get ready for an unforgettable experience as we say, we come back to our true essence. We want to encourage each and every one of you to continue to support our cultural development and preservation in any way that you can. Your support is truly invaluable. Together, we can continue to make a positive impact that will be felt for generations to come. Thank you, and see you in July.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense pride and excitement that I address you to officially launch the 2024 Tobago Heritage Festival. The Tobago Heritage Festival is not just an event, it is a journey back to our roots. This year's theme, We Come Back, back to our communities, back to our villages, back to our true indigenous heritage presentations and productions. It captures the true essence of revitalizing the culture and traditions that have shaped our identity for generations. This year marks the 37th successful hosting of the festival, and we are proud to officially dub the month of July as Tobago Heritage Month, a time when our island comes alive with rhythms, flavors, and stories of our ancestors. The festival continues to offer an unparalleled opportunity for economic growth on the island. Every stakeholder, from local artisan and vendor to hospitality businesses and transportation services, stand to benefit. Our vibrant cultural displays will attract visitors, boost tourism, and provide a significant economic uplift to the island. The heart of this festival beats in our communities. We are empowering each village to manage its own productions to ensure authenticity and sustainability. The Tobago Festival Commissions Limited and the Tobago House of Assembly are here to support you, fostering an environment where our heritage can flourish sustainably. As we embark on this journey, let us celebrate the essence of Tobago. Let us honor our heritage and support our communities as we showcase the vibrant culture that makes our island unique. Thank you.
Last year, October 2023, the island tilted. The peaceful bliss of sea, sun, and sand was transcended as we took to the streets to revel in paradise.
Such a nice place!
Tobago Carnival, right here. We're gonna leave it and we go right down.
It's the greatest, it's the best, it's safe, and it's beautiful.
I love Tobago, baby. Coming back next year. Hey!
Playing pan on the streets is a magical experience. When the band strike up, it's rhythm, steel, and powder. This is Tobago Carnival, pan in paradise.
Tobago is the best.
Tobago Carnival is the new home for the legend of Calypso. Where else can you get sweet Calypso music that gives you that nostalgic feeling?
Soca Titans is we title, is we monarch. We build artists from scratch who can perform with the best. Real Titans of Soca.
When last you've been to a party, plenty women looking so nice. We must be in paradise.
This year, ritual takes on new space and dimension. Traditions will be reimagined, breaking free, and taking on new meaning on the road.
I love the energy!
This year, the revelry is bigger and better. More colors, more meaning, great packages for the masqueraders. Tobago Carnival is freedom.
This year promoting safety in all events for Tobago Carnival. This year promoting whining, not minding people business. This year promoting clean fun, security and freedom.
Freedom to be any version of yourself that you choose to be with love and safety. Here, you have permission to be you, uninhibited and free.
So what you waiting on? This year, this October 2024, experience the ritual, revel in paradise, release yourself. From the greatest little island on the planet, this is the Tobago Carnival 2024.